today is the first podcast about volunteering here. So I feel like this year, what we try to do here is to open here as a traveler school, because I feel it's so interesting. People can travel the world so many ways, but one way that I see interesting is like by volunteering. So I opened this place for like a school for traveler as a volunteer, and this is the first volunteer that we have, Rachael from Australia. Yeah.
Yes.
So I would like you to share why you choose volunteer as a traveling.
Yeah. Well, I'm from Australia, like you said. I live in Melbourne. I live in the city. I've always loved to travel. I spent 5 months last year traveling by myself. I traveled all around Europe, went to about 20 different countries.
Wow, 20 countries.
Yeah, but this year I've really got stuck into my work. This is my first year in my whole life working full time. I work as a primary school teacher. My grade consists of 17 5-year-olds. They're really cute, but they're a handful. And the limits with full-time work, it doesn't really let you travel as much as you want. But the good thing about teaching in Australia is we get a lot of holidays. We get 11 weeks of holidays a year. So now I'm on my first school holidays, which goes for 2 weeks. So I wanted to do something during this holiday. I wanted to travel somewhere, but I didn't want to go to a real touristy spot. I didn't want to, stay in hostels and go out to bars. That's not what I wanted to do for this holiday. I wanted to do something more wholesome. I wanted to connect with the community. I wanted to be out in nature and get a real experience about culture, and just get the most out of this 2 weeks that I've got, because that's all I've got for these holidays. That's why I found this experience on World Packers, which is a volunteering website. I wanted to come to Thailand because I've been here before and I love the Thai culture. It's so beautiful. I wanted to go somewhere that was hot as well, because it's very cold in Melbourne right now. I wanted to see some sun. So I was looking around Thailand. I looked in Vietnam a little bit, but I was leaning more towards Thailand. And then I saw your ad for a school. The school is what attracted me first, because my dream is to teach English all around the world one day to small communities like this one. So I applied for you and you messaged me back straight away. And that was really nice.
Yeah. Can I back to ask why you love teaching?
I have developed a love for it more this year since I've had my own class. When I was studying, I studied for 5 years to be a teacher. It was a lot of studying, a lot of theory. I didn't have so much of a passion for it then when it was just bookwork. But now having my own classroom, seeing how I make an impact on young kids' lives, seeing how I've made them grow, watching them slowly be able to learn how to read is one of my favorite things. It's really, really fulfilling. And the relationship that you develop with them. Like, they absolutely love me and I love them, and it's such an amazing relationship. They're like my little babies.
Oh, nice.
They're very sweet.
Yeah. And so I accept you and you here. What's your first impression about here? I thought
it was incredible. When we first walked in here, I loved like the tree houses and the hammocks. I would love to have a hammock in my house one day, but I live in a small apartment, so that's not going to happen. I love everything is so green, even though we're out in the forest. In Australia, if you go out into the bush, the forest, it's just dead, like desert. And this is so vibrant and so green. And I can only imagine how green it is when it rains, because right now is the dry season, yeah. And I love like the sustainability aspects you have, how you grow your own vegetables and you use the water, is that right, to water everything?
Yeah, water from river.
Yeah, and then Ma, I love how she's always in the kitchen cooking food that we pick. It's just really beautiful. I love the sleeping situation, it's cute. I love my little hut. The toilets took a bit to get used to, but that's fine.
Every foreigner have this problem. Yeah. The first day, the other one here comes and how we use the
I didn't know how to use it at first, but then Anna explained it. Which is
good that we have Anna to explain everything. Okay, so about the place, and how the experience the first time you met with the kid, because we get you the whole village kid, you know.
It was good. Like, luckily, I've got a lot of experience, so I know what to do. Despite the language barrier, I know how to get kids engaged. That's why it wasn't that scary for me. With other volunteers, it might be different if they're not coming from a teaching background, but it was fine. Like, I really enjoyed engaging with them, getting to know them. They're all very sweet. They all are really keen to learn, and they already have such a good knowledge of English, which made it easy. They could already write and read a little bit. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed playing games with them, like getting them engaged. And it's been a really, really good experience.
So what I really see the difference in your teaching is just like the first day that I saw you teaching, I feel like the kid didn't feel like they're learning.
Yeah.
They just they come and they play,
Yeah.
but by like they didn't know themselves. Actually, they learned something,
Yeah.
and it's really fun way. So I would really like you to share that technique or process, how you use or the method,
Yeah.
where it come from, or why you come with this, you know, such a very really special. I think it's really special way of teaching.
Well, I teach through this concept called learning through play, which they taught me a lot at university, especially in my undergrad degree, which was early childhood education. Learning through play is like the most fundamentally important thing you can do in a young child's life to help them learn, to help them grow. Because students, especially at a young age, they do not want to sit there and write and read, because they won't obtain any knowledge like that. They're going to get bored. They're not going to want to come back to school. But if you incorporate these lessons, like literacy and maths lessons, into fun educational games, they'll enjoy it, they'll get involved, and they will end up grasping more information than they would if they were just sitting there taking notes. And I also enjoy seeing children like light up and have fun. And you could see it too, like they could remember all the vocabulary, and they don't realize that what they're doing isn't just games, it's also learning. That's the good part. And they enjoy it, and they want to come back, and
Yeah, and I think what I really see that impact is like the parents just, I think the kid went home and they tell the parent how fun it is, and they want to come back. And also the parent want to come, you know. And see, like today every day we have the parent bring food or something for us.
Because they see their kids enjoying it.
They see the kid enjoy it.
That's the thing as well. Like these kids, I'm only here for a short time. They may not remember what I've taught them, but they will remember the fun foreigner that came and played games with them. And that means a lot to me, that they remember that. That's the same with my kids in my classroom. They're really young. They probably won't remember everything I've taught them, but they will remember me as a teacher if I do fun things and make them enjoy it.
I just remember this one thing that I think my really alternative educators from Israel, what he said, that the kid don't learn from what you teach, but they learn from what they feel.
Yeah.
And I think that you make them feel a lot. You know? They remember what they're feeling, not just what you teach at all. So they have that feeling.
Yeah, they have that feeling, that excitement, and that's how their passion grows for their learning. And they'll want to continue with their English now, because they'll see that it's fun, and hopefully it can still be fun for them after I leave and Anna leaves. Like we can let the other volunteers know how it should be done if they want to do it like this. And then, they'll just develop more and more skills.
Yeah, very good. And what did you learn? What from this, almost this week is fast. You teach every day, and even at night. You made the adult group also. So we have two groups to teaching. As small kid and also adult also. You see different adult and teenager, no?
Yeah. Well, I can see they already have a really good basis for English. Like the kids and especially the adults, they already know a lot. They more so with the adults, they just want their confidence to grow. They're really, really good at talking, but they're just a bit shy to talk to foreigners. So that's the whole purpose of the night classes with the adults, is to make them feel comfortable. And I guess I've learnt ways to do that, which is also making the adults' lessons fun and interactive. Like I'm always getting them to stand up, get out of their comfort zone, talk to me, talk to other students. Because as well as the kids, if they just sit there, they're going to get bored, they're not going to want to come back. And I know it's scary for adults to have to stand up and talk to people that you don't know, but it's the best way for them to learn. And it's really nice seeing them really shyly like walk up to each other and try and say hello.
About yourself, how about you? What you learned from here, from this experience?
So much already. I've learnt that there's more to life. As much as I love my job, there's more to life than a 9-to-5 job. You know, getting stuck in that like stimulation that you need to work 5 days a week. You need to go to work, come home, watch TV, go to sleep, go to work. Because that's how it is back in Australia. It's very repetitive. And that's also why I wanted to come here, to get out of that loop that I was stuck in. Because it is hard, full-time work, and it does consume your whole life. So like you've taught me as well that you don't have to live like that. You can live like this, you can be sustainable, you can grow your own food. You can live in small communities, not big cities, and still be happy. You don't need heaps amount of money and like a fancy car to be happy, you know? Like your richness here is in what's around you and the people who surround you, which I think is much better than money.
Wow, so nice. Oh, it's very nice. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I said when I mean like school for traveler, you know, how I learned like my passion is to traveling as well.
Yeah.
But as a filmmaker, I use my film to traveling.
Yeah.
And I feel like because I don't like to learn at school also, but I like to learn from traveling, from people, from places that I went, or from places I go. And as you know, why it's more like kind of settled here, I still want to learn from people. That's why I want this space to be like a school. So people can travel here and I can learn from them.
Yeah.
So as myself learn a lot from you as well. Yeah. So thank you so much that you know come here.
No, I'm so happy with this decision. It was like a last minute decision because of certain reasons. You know, sometimes you just got to escape a man. It wasn't bad, it's fine. But escaping reality is more the better way to put it. But yeah, I'm really happy with this decision, and I'm happy that I've ended up here. I feel like it all kind of was meant to be, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm your first volunteer, you just opened this school, and like I feel like it's honestly like meant to be. Like I'm meant to like share my knowledge with you so you can pass it along. And hopefully you'll get more teachers and they'll have new skills.
You come back. When I have a real school for kids,
for sure.
I think you come back. You said you're going to come back after you finish a year.
Yeah.
Routine
one
job.
year of life.
We're waiting for you 1 year. See you again.
But you will, like you honestly will get more teachers. Especially from Australia. Like Australians love traveling to Thailand. And they will see that you've got school teaching positions, and and they'll bring more skills different than mine, and then you will see more and more growth. Yeah, it's good to have like a big variety of teachers come here because every teacher teaches different.
I know. Yeah, these two months are gonna got a lot. Okay, thank you, Rachael. Okay,
that's it.